Listen, search. It follows the seizure of the Congolese town of Uriva by the M23 rebel group. Sudan's military-led government has begun relocating its ministries from Port Sudan back to Khartoum. All government operations planned by...
Hottest show in the morning.
Is that what it is?
The hottest. This is the hottest show.
We on the hottest show?
You're listening to the hottest show in the morning.
I need to call.
That's how you're supposed to sound when that promo run. Oh.
I don't even know.
He said, no.
How it sound?
Yeah.
That sounds good.
You're now listening to the hottest show in the morning. Hey man, we the hottest thing on the goddamn whole street. Say somebody said it, we don't say it, ain't gonna say it.
But it's just
Okay.
You got to let
Protocol,
it
okay, protocol.
Welcome to the Tampa Bay Breakfast Club. I'm your brother John.
And this is Kiana.
And I'm the one and only Mr. Edmund.
And this program is being brought to you as part of the Newman's Project at the Community Development and Training Center, aka See That?
See that.
We'd like to thank y'all for tuning in and helping us to redefine what's cool, because smart is
The new.
Giddy gangster.
baby.
And if you don't know,
Now you know. Now you know. Now you know.
It's What's on Your Mind Friday.
It's Freestyle Friday, but you can tell us what's on your mind. What's good?
You're now listening to the hottest show in the morning. Tune in, 99 Gems, and break the knob off. And break the knob off.
Turn it up and break off the knob.
You're now listening. You're now tuned in.
yeah, because I need you to calm down.
I was singing my affirmations this morning. Y'all got a little bit of it. Y'all only got like through the first couple of sentences of
Those
it.
affirmations are slow.
Man, listen, I am programming myself because I've subscribed to that.
Mr. Evan already turned. Right?
Listen, I am. I'm sorry, y'all. Listen, I have subscribed to that. The system has programmed us.
Okay.
And we watched a lot of programs growing up. So now, with the use of technology, I have subscribed to reprogramming myself.
Okay.
So I have multiple layers of this. The affirmations is just one layer that I've been using to reprogram myself.
Okay.
And so if I've been a little charged up more than normal,
we appreciate you. We appreciate that. I use affirmations too. Do you have affirmations?
I do.
Yeah, that's a part of my drill too. So I do, prayer, affirmations, meditation.
Yeah, see, I did a little mind clearing.
I've been doing yoga. I got like this. It's like a 5-minute yoga routine.
Yoga is no joke.
Yeah.
It takes strength.
Oh yeah, it really does.
People think
That's why I
yoga.
only do 5 minutes in the clip.
They think yoga is for chumps. I
Yeah.
tried yoga. Big shots out to Trestlin in the Childs Park neighborhood. Dog, I tried it, bro, and my leg was shaking.
Oh yeah.
I was like, what in the world?
And it takes control and concentration.
Yeah. So I'm doing that. That's part of my jam. Good morning, sweetie. Thank you.
Good morning, Twin Flame.
Fired up and ready to go too. So we just got a couple of announcements, some things we want to get to you and make sure that you know the drive for Jamaica. You want to talk about that, Q? You got the thing over there with you. You usually have it on.
I do. I'm not even gonna lie. Like,
stay right there. Just stay right there. Friends and supporters, 99 Jams Radio is appealing for your help as we continue the hurricane relief drive for Jamaica. We are asking you to donate canned food, non-perishable food items, water, baby food, and toiletries, not toiletries, not toiletries,
but
toiletries. See, we are not asking for clothing items at this time.
Okay.
Drop off here at the station, 3651 42nd Avenue South, Suite C101, Taste of the Islands Restaurant, or 2231 34th Street South, or at Bethel Community Baptist Church at 2901 54th Avenue South. Or you can call 813-419-2035. That's 813-419-2035.
Right on. Also, the One Community Grocery Co-op has launched its membership drive, and on a mission to reach 300 founding member owners. So once we hit that milestone, we'll move into the feasibility phase and start scouting locations to bring this community-owned grocery store to life. You can join today at ocgc.coop. And if you need any help signing up, don't worry about it. We have some member owners that are on standby, ready to help you. Again, let's build this thing together. It's beautiful, solid, and it ain't going nowhere. Then,
hold on, Taste of the Islands.
You got it?
Presents Grand Market Celebrations,
Okay.
the Christmas festivities and fundraising day. So this is happening December 24th. Yes, you got that right. The December 24th at Taste of the Islands Market. Yes, it's the all-day festivities, y'all. We got surprise DJs, food, gifts for the kids, and bounce houses. Hosted by Early Friday Morning.
Also, the Black Money Movement presents its first cash mob. So we're doing it again, y'all. Join us as we intentionally circulate Black dollars and show up strong for another Black-owned business that has served the community for years. This cash mob starts January 3rd at 12 p.m. and it's going to be Juggler's old-time tradition. At Juggler's, you get your homemade juices, delicious foods. We actually got some sauce out these.
Yeah.
So this will be Friday, January 3rd. 12 p.m. The address is 2175 9th Avenue South. Bring your friends, your co-workers, and your wallets. Every purchase matters. And when we support Black-owned businesses, we build wealth, preserve legacy, and strengthen our community on purpose. So make sure that y'all pull up.
Hold on, I got to go off script. One second. You have to understand the Black Money Movement is just not protesting and walking up and down the sidewalk. The Black Money Movement is about having economic development of our own, right? Not looking for someone to save us who hasn't ever saved us, right? We're looking to each other and we're looking to lift up each other's businesses through commerce and trade.
That's right.
Economic development. That's what I learned. I learned that word.
You learned that?
This is our economic development.
It's our economic development.
Yes.
We're developing our own economy.
Yes, with our dollars. So once we got it built, we can say we did that.
Yeah.
Right. When we stop spending with certain businesses and show them what we doing and what we ain't doing, we can say we did that. These are wins that we need to put on our championship belt.
Yeah.
And yeah, don't retire like Bud Crawford.
He did retire.
Yeah, big shots out to Bud. I'm just shooting shots.
Also, Kwanzaa. We got the week of Kwanzaa. So Kwanzaa is a 7-day cultural celebration that's observed from December 26th through January 1st. It was created in 1966 by Dr. Maulana Karenga, and it was established to reaffirm and restore African heritage, culture, and values, particularly among people of African descent in the United States. And so, Kwanzaa schedule each day centers on a principle, and it invites us to reflect, discuss, and talk about the actions that are rooted in our traditions and our history. There's a full calendar that has been published. And shout out to Carla Bristol. She's been doing this for the last 12 years. And so the first day of Kwanzaa will be at the Youth Farm. Shout out to the Gallery 909 at St. Pete Youth Farm. But it'll be Friday, December 26th from 5 p.m. to 8 p.m. And then you can find the full schedule on the Tampa Bay Breakfast Club page as well.
Man, big shout out to Carla Bristol, all she been doing at the Youth Farm, and the Meatless Monday, right?
Okay.
This is a brief story. When I first started, me and Reno started hanging out, he used to always tell me how he got off meat.
Okay.
And he used to have Meatless Mondays. So boom, one day I'm at the Youth Farm, and oh my bad. We at the Youth Farm, and I'm talking to Carla, and I'm just, reciting the story. How I learned, I have not became a vegetarian. I'm a meatitarian. I eat what I want, when I want. Yeah, I eat what I want. Meatitarian?
You see food and eat it.
No, yeah. Yes, but I stopped eating a lot of those foods. Okay. I did. I stopped eating a lot of different things, and I don't eat meat every meal. Okay. So I went and got something from Carla, and we was talking. She said, "Hey, that's a great idea
to do Meatless Mondays."
Yeah. Yes, because not only does it help you learn that you can survive. We think mentally we can't even survive without meat. We can't imagine what a meatless plate truly looks like. Yeah. You get what I'm saying? A lot of people don't even eat salad. Yeah. Like from the culture, from the city. I remember my homeboys used to clown me by eating salads. Wow. So Meatless Mondays, big shouts out to Carla Bristol.
Right on.
Good morning, Carrie. Today is Janet Michelle's birthday.
Oh, shout out to Janet Michelle.
The original.
Yeah.
Not crispy.
Not crispy at all. So happy birthday, Janet.
Yes, happy birthday.
And also just wanted to make I guess we can call it a public service announcement, but we want to make sure that these resources get out. So there's federal funding to help people buy homes in Pinellas County.
What?
Through the People First Housing Recovery Program. Qualified applicants can receive up to $80,000 to help cover down payment and closing costs that makes home ownership attainable for renters and families. You can qualify if you live in Pinellas County, and if you lived in Pinellas County during one of the recent hurricanes. And the idea is to help renters who are trying to become homeowners complete that process. They're looking for teachers, CNA, hospitality workers, city employees, as well as families impacted by the recent storms, communities facing displacement and rising housing costs. If you want to get more information, you can go to pinellascounty.gov, and it can tell you more about the program.
Okay, I got something to say about this too.
Okay.
Y'all thank Brother John, Care Festa Radio, Community Development and Training Center, and the Tampa Bay Breakfast Club, because information like this would not get out to y'all, because they're not paying us to do this. Yeah. They're not contributing to the radio station's budget. But what we're gonna do is contribute to the community's budget on our behalf. Yeah. So I don't want y'all to miss these little sections of the show. Yeah. And don't understand, this is our philanthropy. Right. This is us giving back in ways that the people with the resources aren't giving back. That's right. Right? They're not getting up in the morning. They just rubbing the coal out their eyes, right? They just walking into the office talking bad about somebody at the water cooler while we're out here telling you about resources. So kudos, Brother John. Thank you, 99 Jams, Care Festa Radio. Y'all make a donation. Y'all put some stars, because this is the thankless work that we do, because they're going to say we do a lot of bad things. You're going to hear it. So here's one thing you can point to them and say, no, they get the information out that the people with the resources aren't doing.
Yep. That's right.
Go ahead. I got to laugh. Go ahead.
No, but we do. But one thing we do here is we tell wholehearted truth.
Yeah.
Right. And what we do is really funny is that we always say we don't attack people, we attack issues.
Yeah,
always consistency. And we've been saying that for years. If you go, not like we've been doing it. Yeah. And like we say, there is no issue that we have with people personally. We have a issue with the way things happen.
But even if we do, we don't put it on the radio.
Show them don't.
I'm just gonna say,
Like, that's just
I got bones to pick.
This is the New Image Project.
Right.
We start off every show by saying this program is being brought to you as part of the New Image Project.
Yes.
New Image is an acronym for information, media, arts, graphics, and entertainment. And our mission is to redefine what's cool.
Right.
If you've been paying attention and you look at the way we show up and the way we facilitate our conversations, you see that we're breaking some stereotypes. We're breaking down some paradigms, and we're shifting the way that people usually do this kind of stuff.
Intentionally.
And
on purpose. Yeah.
And we're making people accountable.
Yeah. That's
right?
another thing that's uncommon, and I guess in our current culture and society.
It is, and people like this. So in our community, we look at like side conversations.
Yeah,
you want to pull people to the side and do this, but we are definitely like, hey, what we got to say is going to be upfront because we don't have nothing to hide. Yeah. Period.
That's
point
a great
blank.
place to be in too, by the
like,
way.
Yeah. Because when truth is on you,
about trying to get your story together, like we don't like. I remember back in the day when I used to have to get with my homeboys and make figure out what the story was gonna be.
Yeah.
And then what happened is when you do that, somebody mess up, and then you gotta circle back, right? And
I told you,
like you gotta circle back because the story that you came up don't match the real timeline.
But that's only when it matters to you. Some people it don't matter.
Charlie Funk, put it in the chat. Have you ever been with a team and y'all had to figure out what the story was going to be? How did that go? It usually don't end well.
So, and I want to say this, right? And I don't want this to go over nobody's head, right? But there's a freedom in that. What you were talking about, not having to make the story up, not having to remember the lie. There's a freedom that we have. And when people watch us, it's a little psychological envy, right? It's because we're free.
That's right.
They're watching us exercise our freedom and the strength of our freedom, and they can't do it, or they wish to do it, or they aspire to do it.
Yeah, or they wonder why y'all are the
and let me tell you, because you know why we're the ones that get to do it, because we get up, we're consistent, and because we want to, right? And we earn the right to, and the fact that
why your mic louder than everybody else?
No, but it's crazy when you look at this, like. Listen, I will tell you, 99 Jams have open space.
Yeah. Listen, stop being cheap, right? Stop being cheap. You want to do it? Come on and do it. The door's open. I ain't at the door, so my bias don't have nothing to do with it.
But you're right. You're right. There is a freedom that could lead to envy, because when you're restricted and you don't have that freedom and you don't have, the ability to just consistently be yourself, because we show up as ourselves all
and you know what's funny? It's
they think it's a makeup person putting out makeup on, somebody handing us coffee. No.
But you want me to tell you, it's crazy when you ask somebody not to show up as them.
Yeah.
Right. It's crazy when you ask somebody. No. When freedom of speech is no longer something that you want to hear.
Yeah.
Right. It's crazy when you want to.
Well,
I'm really trying to
you already know the truth, though. Right?
Yes.
When you tell the truth, they say it only offends the guilty. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, and that's the thing. It's like in the Holy Quran, it says that we hurl truth at falsehood until we knock out its brains.
Yeah.
And lo, falsehood is an ever vanishing thing. And that's what you stand on.
Yeah.
And like you talk about the freedom of just being able to tell the truth. You don't have to remember. You don't have to recite it. I don't have to go around trying to plant seeds or none of that stuff. It's just tell the truth. And the truth speaks for itself. And then I guess the other part of it is like we back it up because we do this for real. Like we really work in the community. We really are for the community. I told you there's a consistent pattern of us showing up for our people and doing work on behalf of and with our people, and that's kind of.
I'm gonna say it, and I'm gonna say it again. People have a problem with people who over deliver.
Yeah, that is.
You would think you would want someone to care, right? So much. But wait a minute, you're doing too much.
You care too much.
Right,
Yeah.
right. You ain't saying it right. You ain't talking right. Right. We have respectability codes. Right. Why y'all doing that in front of the white man? What is this? What are you saying? like. So we are not moving under those what they call it, invisible promises. What we call it?
Rules.
Those unwritten rules.
We only follow unwritten rules when they're in our favor.
That's it. Thank you, brother.
But if it's a rule that ain't in
We
my
are
favor,
now following Elon Musk rule.
Yeah.
Is the snitch rule like we're now how Corey said it? Like, listen, the person that does not tell makes it harder for the person that's doing the work.
I don't know now. Can you?
No.
You don't went above and beyond.
I'm following it right.
But I hear you.
I'm with it right now, and only because what you see is that. You said it, like when the boss ain't doing nothing, right? And the employee is outshining the boss, and then they don't want you to outshine, they want you to do even less. So it looks like, or they want you to just keep on doing the work, so it makes them look good.
48 laws of power, don't outshine your boss. We break those rules.
I never followed that.
We be like, fucking who? That must have been the boss who wrote that rule. You wonder who wrote it?
Yeah, and you wonder why you never get to be
the boss wrote the rule. He wrote the rule. He don't want you outshining him, so stay in your place. No, we have no place.
No, and this the other part. I was talking to my wife about it. One of the things too that I enjoy is standing on the higher ground, right?
You do,
because when you on high ground, you can see the whole field. And then those who attack you, they got to come uphill to try and get you.
Yeah.
And so when you go down in the valley to try and fight in the valley, you lose your position of advantage. You know what I'm saying?
It wasn't up when I got it.
You know what I'm saying? But when you standing at the top of the hill and you able to fight from the top of the hill, that's the whole point of
the vantage point. It's the vantage point.
And then, but then when you go down and you leave the top of the hill,
and you get in the
valley,
yeah,
you've actually taken a step backwards because now you losing your position. So,
they got a prayer about that. Yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death. Yeah. I feel no evil. I feel no evil. Yeah. Your rod is my staff, and I don't know it.
But hold on, so it's the shadow of death. So
yes,
the shadow ain't death.
The valley of the shadow.
Not in the valley of death, in the valley of the shadow of death. So
yeah, that
means death is somewhere.
But you just in the shadow of it.
That's it. So
you just in the shadow.
Keep walking.
Keep on.
Keep walking.
It's the mental. It's the mental death. Yeah. It's the spiritual death. Yeah. See, I go to my reverend roots on y'all if y'all want me to. I got some reverend roots, man. Big shout out to my people. I go there, but I ain't.
No, that's what's up. Charlie Funk, thank you. Robert Bradley, appreciate you, man. Peace be unto you, my brother. That's what it's all about. Like that's the prayer that we greet each other with. That's the prayer that we leave each other with. Because peace is our most prized possession.
Yes,
so, sometimes you have to break somebody's neck to establish.
You do. And no, I mean, honestly, no. This is what I'm like. No. It do. No, because I'm thinking
this was about.
This is real life stuff because sometimes you take the high road, right? Yeah. And you doing your best to take the high road. Yeah. But some people need to get you don't know, all jokes aside, like in some situation, you really gotta whoop
you gotta get to them.
You really, because they don't stop until you get
discipline.
Right. But don't say like do this road. You do the best.
Yeah.
You stay controlled until it comes. Yeah. Right. But when it comes, they gotta be ready for it and they ain't ready.
Yeah, a lot of times. I love busting bullies. If I say it like that, you know, when you
talk about it, brother.
No, I used to get in trouble because I would fight bullies.
Right.
Talk about it. But you know that's how it works. I ain't gonna go too far into that.
No,
but no, because I want to highlight. We got some other things that we want to highlight. We have a guest coming in, a very powerful guest, a St. Pete native that's gonna come in and talk about some amazing work that she's doing and has done.
The incomparable.
Yeah, the incomparable, imparable. I mean, and really just lifting up the pride of St. Pete.
Yeah.
So we want to really give space and attention for her, and we're excited about that. Looking forward to our guests coming in, and we also got a What the People Say.
What they say?
What the People Say. The question that was asked by Mr. Edmond, and it was why people don't vote. You remember that?
Mm-hmm.
And so for those who don't know, the What the People segment is where we ask questions online and then people jump in with real opinions, real experiences, and real emotions. It's not a scientific poll, but it is the real temperature check of the community. So we're going to break down what the people say in response to the question of why people don't vote. The first one that he said was my vote doesn't matter. That was kind of a theme. And so what it did was it kind of pull them out and put them into themes. And one of the themes was that people don't feel like their votes matter. This was the number one reason that people gave. They said many folks believe the system is already decided. They feel politicians don't want do what they want regardless of votes. Some describe this as learned helplessness, being taught over time that their voice has no power, so they believe that the system doesn't work. Then there was another thought that they mistrust the system. There's a deep lack of faith in government that came up, and that was something that came up again and again in what the people say. Go ahead.
So, and I want to say this because people have a real reason to distrust the government. This is a place of open lies that we openly subscribe to. And then once the lies are challenged, you're looked at a different way. You're socially challenged because I'm into voting and I'm into this stuff, but I'm going to tell you, right? Our people aren't getting their votes worth. Yeah. When the election is going on, you hear them say, I can't do nothing for black people. Yeah. So it's almost like a litmus test. Don't even ask me about doing nothing for y'all. And guess what? That has raised the bar. And then there's people at the bottom of the bar like, I ain't even reaching for that. Yeah. Right? That's why the turnout so low. Yeah. Because you've already said you can't help me. And then you want your education in me to say, oh, well, that's just how the system goes. Come on, chin up, chest out. Yeah. Right? You fail to understand the lesser educated people are actually the more in tune people because they haven't been programmed.
And even less educated, I don't think that's the right term.
Well, they're not systematically educated.
Thank you. Yeah.
Not systematically educated people. Yeah. They have a different lens and the BS filter is higher. Yeah. Right. And you think that your BS filter is high because you're educated, but your education is a white male dominated systematic approach to learning. Worldwide.
I will say good. I like it. And so, you know, since we talked about that, I'm going to say that because So you told me the last time what my default is when we talk about this, right? And then I'm like, the default is this is the reason why we don't, right? Okay. And so what I would do, because we're solution based, is to say like, hey, instead of saying I can't help black people or I can't do this, help me help black people. I need to get more people in office like me so I can make a change.
Right. But then that's deflecting.
No, that's not. That's a solution.
That's what's needed.
That's what's needed.
Yeah. That's deflecting. But when I ask you something, hold on. Okay. And when I ask you something, don't go into telling me what's needed. When I ask you something, you have to say, hey, let me see what can I do.
So you want them? Hold on. We were just talking about the truth.
Yeah, the truth. Come on,
do you want to hear the truth, or do you want them to lie to you? And make it sound fly.
Make me feel better. So you want at this point,
no,
I need to feel better. Do something.
No, and then not.
Really
okay. Like don't do that. No, I don't want that. Yeah. But I don't want to be constantly rejected.
That wasn't a rejection.
That's a nice rejection. No, so a lesser non-educated person. Because they don't feel like you going to go in there and do it.
Here's the thing that I think the perspective that you have is, you know, that you're hiring them to do a job, and if they're telling you I'm not the person for the job, then you.
But this is the problem, because what we're doing is putting the onus on the black people and saying that only other black people are going to help us.
No, I didn't say that.
Listen to what I didn't say that. I need you to go out and vote to get more black people to help us.
I didn't say that. Did I say that?
So
paraphrase.
No, that ain't a paraphrase. No.
Things sometimes.
Okay, well, that's what I received, and from my reception of that, right?
You're good. He was wrong this morning.
That's what I received. But listen,
yes, sir.
And if dang, I lost it.
No, it's like this though.
Let me tell you why it wasn't. Okay.
Just stop.
No, and only because you want to keep that narrative going on. And what I'm trying, no, wait. Before you say anything, you just wait, Mr. Whatever in your cup.
A whole lot more what the people say. Right. Too. But I say this as a former city council member, there are things that you think that you can do going in that you realize you're not going to be able to do. And that's a real thing.
That's a come to Jesus moment.
And so if you don't know that going in, you're going to make all kind of promises. But then what do you want? Do you want people to make you the promises and then come back to you later and say, you know what, I know I promised you I was going to give you that.
We want results. I want Donald Trump results.
Yeah.
Donald Trump changing holidays.
Yeah.
He giving people checks.
Yeah.
He doing all the stuff
And
for the people that
you know
vote
what
for him.
Donald Trump just did?
All the stuff for
No.
his people.
You know what Donald Trump did the last time he was in office?
What?
What Supreme Court looked like? All his best friends, right? No.
He went out and got
Right.
That's your point.
But
That's her point. Her point was, if you want me to do it, you got to put more people in office that's like me, so we can do it.
And I didn't say black.
Operation Red Map. Come on.
I didn't say black.
But
Say get
they
more
put
people.
in office who look like them, who got their same agenda, and that's why he's able to do what he's doing.
Well, we'll be back after this message. After these messages, we'll be right back. It's 8 o'clock.
It's 8:01. All right, we got
Hit
it.
the button.
Bye, y'all.
Hit the button.
Putin uses his annual TV event to attack Ukraine and its allies.
It's you who are waging.
Hello, I'm Gabe Ortiz, and this is WEDU Arts Plus. Based out of St. Pete, the Tampa Bay Breakfast Club is a morning radio show about hip-hop life and urban culture. Meet the hosts who inform and empower their listeners.
I'm Jabbar Edmond. I go by Mr. Edmond. My role, I'm a host and I'm co-founder.
My name is Brother John Muhammad, your Brother John, yourbrotherjohn.com. And my role on the Tampa Bay Breakfast Club is host or co-host.
I just go by Kiana. Sometimes you may hear the guys call me Q. I may say Q just depending on my personality that day. And I'm the female of the crew. I think I keep balance when you look at the Tampa Bay Breakfast Club. So that's my role.
And I'm Bruce Moore Jr. A lot of people do know Bruce Moore Jr., obviously being born and raised here and going to school here, but there's many more people that know Reno.
St. Pete is small, and so the good things and bad things that come with a small city, you know, everybody knowing each other, of course, would be one of the pluses.
My neighbors were not only just my neighbors, they became my family.
Trying to put that back now, like really getting back to a place where we know our neighbors and we look out for each other. There was a St. Pete that existed, you know, south of Central, and then there was another St. Pete that existed north of Central and downtown. It was a struggle then, and I think it's still, you know, somewhat a struggle for Black people in the city of St. Pete.
Even with every step of progress we make, it's still a struggle to, implement that progress.
Did y'all hear about the weed college, the first cannabis college in
Orlando?
Talk to us, Soprano.
Yeah, I've been looking at it.
This is serious, y'all.
Over a year ago.
If you got the charges, go and get the degrees, King. You got years of experience, man. It ain't like you come into a classroom with no data.
Elon Musk said that a drug dealer knows how to manage and run a business better.
I can't believe that.
The real facts, man.
I'm all about education. But what I'm saying is that we carry this industry on our backs.
The way we started the Tampa Bay Breakfast Club, Jabbar approached me about what could we do, how can we do something together, and then an opportunity to promote Amendment 4. Amendment 4 is the, voting rights restoration to returning citizens. We were able to negotiate a deal where we got like 30 minutes on the radio, got 99 jams to talk about, Amendment 4 and other local, policies.
Not intervention. Hi, I am Sister Hughes, the host of Gospel Show on 99 Jams, Radio 99.1 FM. And when I shop, I go to Ray J Food and Meat Market. That's the place to get your good package deals, such as ground beef, oxtails, short ribs, goat meat, pork chops, chicken legs, wings, drumstick, turkey wings, smoked sausage, bacon, neck bones, fresh vegetables, cut greens, 2 bags for only $6. Cut cabbage, 2 bags.
During his time at Brown, Neves Valente was enrolled only in physics classes, and it's likely he would have taken courses and spent time in Barras and Halle, referring to the building where the shooting took place. Authorities said they believe. Talks in Miami today with senior officials from Qatar, Egypt, and Turkey focused on the next phase of the Gaza ceasefire agreement, which Gaza officials say Israel's violated more than 800 times since it took effect on October 10th. The meeting comes after the Middle East Eye reported Israel and UAE.
You writing your book?
Yes.
Welcome back to the Tampa Bay Breakfast Club. I'm your brother John.
And this is Kiana.
And I'm the one and only Mr. Edmond.
And this program is being brought to you as part of the New Image Project and the Community Development and Training Center, aka See That?
See That.
And we would like to thank y'all for tuning in, helping us to redefine what's cool, because smart is
the new
gangster.
Baby.
And if you don't know,
now you know.
We
know.
It's Freestyle Friday. Freestyle Friday.
It is Freestyle Friday. And this good stuff this weekend. So Tiffany Black, I think she's gonna be coming and joining us.
So
and,
I really want to thank Urban Drinkery.
Okay.
The coffee is hot, right?
Mm-hmm.
She got the special size cups that help me.
Yeah.
Right. And so y'all pull up, get you some coffee. It's black coffee, literally. Right. Go support the sister, because honest to God truth, right?
Mm-hmm.
We have black businesses popping up that need your support.
Yeah.
And you don't have to be black to support a black business.
Nope.
See, I got another dissertation on this.
Okay.
You don't have to be black to support black businesses, because this is the economy. Dear white people, y'all live in the neighborhood too. Mm-hmm. You are allowed to shop at black businesses. Do you not see the business open?
Yeah. I was in our House of Mama D's last night. Me and my wife supporting black business.
I love Mama D's.
And white people was in there shopping. So
Mama D's ain't never had a problem with that.
Yeah. So we also got Would You Rather. Would You Rather is brought to you by Jerish Martin. So would you rather build safe spaces for youth or creative healing spaces for families?
I thought about this. I'm going with B.
For the family?
Creative creative healing spaces for
And the only reason why, and the reason why I'm going.
I like what you did there, brother John. I got a tool. I got a tool for you. Yeah. Listen, man, I ain't gonna say much because, but we gonna talk. And I'm with Kiana, right?
Okay.
Because I think the family unit is important,
right?
And oftentimes we forget the family when we talk about help
and helping the youth. Right?
Yes, we think
for the youth,
but they're not thinking about them children family.
Yeah,
and the homes they're going back to, the realities they're going back to.
Right.
More investment needs to be on the family, and oftentimes they didn't invest in the family because they had the welfare queen syndrome in their head. And that welfare queen syndrome made them think that the parents were looking to take advantage of the system. So the system didn't say we want to help the family now.
Yeah.
Right?
Well, I'm going with the reason why I said with the family, because if you heal the family, that is a safe space for the youth.
I was thinking that same along those same, really everything that y'all just said was in what I was thinking too. Creating a healing space for families. I think if you do that, you solve a lot of the challenges that you have with the youth. And so we talked about that. This was one of the programs that we designed going back like 2018, 2019 was around wraparound services and the importance of wraparound services, because when they started the Cohort of Champions program, doing things with youth, you know, we managed it for a little while. Remember, it was managed out of the Perk office. And one of the things that we consistently saw was that once you send these youth who got all of these new tools and skills, and you know, now they got emotional intelligence and they know how to, then they go back home into households where they like, boy, you ain't at that program now. You ain't finna be doing all that. You know, like all of
but like, you hear that because some people don't really understand. Like, if your parents, unfortunately, some, not all, because we don't subscribe to all. I hate that. Like, if they didn't,
no, we gotta say it because for the people in the back of the room,
everybody ain't the same.
Everybody not the same. You'll be like, you'll see like somebody will invest in something and be like, you don't need that.
Yeah,
you know, put that book down.
Right.
Like you believe
now you reading books.
Now, oh, whoa, you done win and think you got that.
Or you done started reading books now, so now you think you can do.
Oh, you think you know, right? Like,
go sit your book reading butt down. Listen,
no, that book ain't gonna pay no bills. Go out there and work something with your hands.
You better get you some money.
Yeah, something like that. So you look at it, or even if you flip it, somebody who invests in like the arts, like they'll be out there painting or singing and dancing. Dancing ain't never put food on the table.
But listen,
you know what I mean? So
because when I used to be playing video games, my mama used to say, "You ain't gonna make no money playing video games." What a wrong thing to say.
Yeah,
right.
Now people making a whole lot
of money. Make the video game.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But I want to say this.
So I would go with B. Put it in the chat. Let us know what you're doing. Are you we saying safe spaces for youth or healing spaces for the family?
Speaking of safe spaces for the youth,
said B. Kiwi said home. Kiwi said also when you create a safe space inside the home, it determines how they're able to operate in the real world.
Ooh,
yeah.
I got politics, but we ain't gonna do politics right now.
Okay.
I want to say the 3rd annual Economic Youth Convention.
Okay.
The Fun Financial Games, the 3rd annual. Big shots out to the Real Youth Alliance.
Okay.
Right. This is happening Saturday, January 31st at Enoch Davis Center from 3 p.m. to 5 p.m.
Okay.
That's the 3rd annual Economic Youth Convention presented by the Real Youth Alliance.
We can do politics with Mr. Edmund.
Okay,
go ahead.
Politics with Mr. Edmund, brought to you by the One Love magazine and the newly formed New Image News. Thank you. So, everybody, don't say something all at the same time.
Okay.
San Francisco has approved reparations for Black residents.
San Francisco.
So when they said they couldn't do reparations here, right? Somebody was lying. So when they said we couldn't say reparations here, somebody lied.
So what's how they going about it? Because there's different thoughts.
Yes, I'm not co-signing their reparations plan.
Okay.
So let's separate my advocacy for the news.
Okay.
So this is the news. My advocacy is different because I may be sorely against the package.
Okay.
Okay, San Francisco has approved paying reparations to Black residents for historical disenfranchisement. Measures will include one-off cash payments up to $5 million, debt and tax relief, guaranteed annual incomes of $97,000, and debt and tax relief. I'm moving to San Francisco. I'm going to be doing the show from the coast. I'm going to double click it.
I did see a story. There was another town that there was a reparations bill, but the governor or the mayor vetoed it or something.
So like that. And that's good because once the governor or the mayor vetoes it, that allows it to go through the court process.
But they overrode it because you have if you got a certain majority, it's like a Democratic majority, and they overrode his veto. But the reason for his veto was because it was more of like a study, and he was saying,
"No, it's not a we, yeah." And that's kind of what we
yeah,
walked into when we did the structural race study here. One of the findings were that we needed reparations for the Black community. The words were changed because it was a target feeling that the governor or whoever would come down and strike us with lightning for making this paper.
But that's how
and guess what? Guess what? The governor came down and did struck their butt with lightning anyway.
Yeah.
See. Let's. I don't want to be 2020 vision with this, right?
Yeah.
But when we worked on the USF structural race study, one of the issues was they were fearing what the governor came down and did anyway. Okay. But guess what?
So you softened it to try and not have the governor.
And they came and did it anyway. And the problem is the community suffers because we had an academic study that required and suggested reparations, and it didn't go through because we changed the words.
Wow.
And I thank y'all, and I'm gonna put the story on the page.
Okay.
So go to Tampa Bay Breakfast Club. You'll see about the San Francisco reparations. Every city is going to have different things, and that's one of the problems. We need uniformity with the reparations because we built all these cities, right? We were the land. Those Indian mounds, those were our mounds,
so we
right?
Need a national plan for reparations,
and we need national, local, and business. It needs to be it needs to be phases. Every department has to have a different reparative action.
Yeah.
And from every department comes a responsibility. And sometimes it'll be double pay because y'all double benefited from the work.
Yeah.
Right? We laid the roads, and guess what? Look what the roads did for y'all.
I'm gonna wait till next week we can talk about it because after we have the Black Money Movement meeting, but I got some stuff on that we can really talk about, some practical ways on how we can do it.
I like that.
And I sent it to you. I want to get some feedback. That's why I ain't saying nothing about it right now, but I want to get your feedback. But we actually have some ideas because we can write laws, we can write legislation. That's what they do. They write these ordinances and then give them to their elected officials. That's another part of what you were saying. Is like the officials telling you what they can't do. So you go in the lab, you cook it up, and you show them how it can be done. Like they told us they couldn't do a community benefits agreement.
Man,
we did it. They told us we couldn't do renters' rights. We did it. They told us we couldn't do lawyers for people getting evictions. We did it. So
and you know what? And how did y'all do it? Y'all went and got a whole bunch of like-minded people.
Yeah, and we got some smart people.
Right, that's what I'm
rent control. We went and got people to show them how they can do rent control. They still didn't do it, but we showed. Like they had their lawyers that said, "Oh, you can't do it." We got some other lawyers that said, "No, it's actually a way that it can be done."
Right.
And then now it's like, okay, we just don't want it.
And no, now it's preempted. Now we can't do it because of the state law. And what the problem is, the people with the other pen is writing more intentionally. See, on the other side, right, they're writing passively. They're writing in pencil. These people are erasing that junk as soon as they get in and coming with blood oath, man. Right, written in blood.
And they're bold with it.
Yeah. But the boldness comes because they have backup. Like you said, they've done the work of putting the people.
They don't have backup, man. They have 10%. The voting numbers, they only vote in 10 and 20%.
When I say backup,
I hear you.
She just be ready. Why all nobody to get their crew? Why nobody can't get their crew?
I said I agree. I was wrong.
So, for example, you're talking about education and education policy in the Florida State Education Committee. I think it was like 9 people, and 6 of them were Republicans. That's what I mean when I say they went and got back up. Like they control
the education,
the whole thing.
And look, and that's what I be telling people that their education is disserving them. The more highly educated you are, you need to seriously pontificate on the things that you're pondering, because if you don't, you will be a puppet of white supremacy and not even know it. You will be the highest educated, which is who some of people know who's the most highest educated people is.
Yeah.
You will use your education to impress your people and not even know it.
Yeah. We call them unwitting agents. I actually made a post about that a couple of weeks ago. If y'all want to go back.
Unwitting agents.
Yep. I did see that President Trump did what? But Trump has signed an executive order to reclassify marijuana. Yesterday, he signed an executive order directing federal agencies changing how marijuana is classified under the law. So marijuana, say that 3 times fast, is currently classified as a Schedule I drug under the Federal Controlled Substances Act. The same category as heroin and LSD, meaning it officially is considered to have no accepted medical use as a high potent substance. The executive order directs the Department of Justice and other federal agencies to expedite reclassifying marijuana to a Schedule III drug, which is a less restrictive category that includes drugs that have recognized medical use and lower abuse potential. What's your thoughts on Trump?
Those radical Democrats have struck again. This Biden era law, this Biden era initiative needs to be repealed. Oh no, I'm just doing what he gonna say.
Kirk say only good thing that he's done.
But no, I'm gonna honestly say this is a long time coming. President Obama was requested and asked to do this. He didn't feel he could do it under his presidency, and Biden, it came back on Biden's desk. Right, there is a very lucrative marijuana lobby. They're not doing this for me and you. They're not doing this because they locked up all the black people. They're not doing that because of this. They're doing this because there is a very powerful marijuana lobby, and this lobby pays a lot of money to political campaigns and helps their issue get spread out over America.
Right.
There's marijuana stocks that you can buy. This is a whole industry. I think this is something that should have always been done. Marijuana was scheduled this way because it was attacking black men, right? It was attacking Mexicans, black and Mexicans. But the Mexicans,
marijuana, they wanted it to sound Mexican.
They wanted to be very intentional about their propaganda and their programming. And a lot of you pastors and people of the law and uppity people repeats the propaganda with authority. They speak it with their chest, but it was always propaganda. It was always targeted to tarnish. So if you smell weed on me, don't think bad about me. Don't think I just smoked it. It might just be in my pocket. I might not be high. See, your assumptions, you thinking Jabbar here high, I smell the weed. No, it might I just had a bag in my pocket.
Okay.
Right? And now the president says it's okay. So it's okay now. See now how that works.
All right, but they don't like the president, so they ain't gonna go along with that.
Oh Lord, I hope they don't try to reverse this. I hope they don't get in the office and say this doggone Trump.
It is an executive order that you know how they do it.
Yeah, executive orders can be flipped.
Yeah. So another thing that I saw in the news with Trump, he said this is going to be the largest tax refund season of all time. Trump said Americans can expect what he's calling the largest tax refund season ever.
That boy,
according to one of the reports I read. The statement comes as the administration highlights its economic agenda and efforts to address public concern about the rising cost of living. The White House says larger refunds will be driven by changes to tax policy, including adjustments to withholding and potential expansions and extensions of tax credits. Trump framed the promise, he framed the promise as a way to put more money back in taxpayers' hands during the economic pressure.
Why take it? Yeah. Why you got to put it back? Why take it if you're going to put it back? See, what this is this is a false problem. Kind of like what happened in Tampa with the scooters.
Okay.
The city council approved scooters all over the city and let this company, they choose these companies to get rich and have a monopoly in our cities. And then you go write an ordinance to lock up the people who's on them.
Yeah.
See what I'm saying? Now think about that.
Yeah. Yeah.
You create a problem and then create a racket for yourself. Right. And this is local. See, this ain't the big rig, right? They got big rigs and little rigs.
Yeah.
This the little rig. This is what the cities do. The city of St. Pete has just done the same thing. They chosen companies to make rich. Right? This is a monopoly. I can't just buy scooters and enter the scooter game.
Yeah.
Because they've made a hometown monopoly. I might need to write the governor.
Yeah.
I might see if the governor got something to say about this. He want to get his wife elected. He might want to see this.
Shoot your shot, my brother.
Because I just don't like it because I see multi-millions.
Don't eat the swine, my brother.
I see multi-millions of dollars that we are not being allowed to participate in.
Oh yeah, no, it's true.
No, it is.
And that was a part of when I was reading the article. They said it was his executive order. To your point, was encouraged and promoted by those in the cannabis industry.
Puff pass, my brother.
Because like what Kurt says, Kurt put it in the comment. He said this rule will allow dispensaries to deduct payroll and expenses from taxes now.
So would I be wrong if I just keep copping from my homeboy?
And other news.
No, I really want to say this because it was like alcohol. But no, hold on. I really want to say this because it's just like alcohol. Alcohol was illegal. It made a financial impact in our community. Once it was legalized, that financial impact disappeared. But then some people continued making and selling their liquor.
Hey man,
I'm just okay.
Look, the views expressed on this program do not reflect the views of 99 Jams Carefesta Radio.
Nobody but the person talking.
Thank you very much. I did see a report that there was a study again. This is the last thing in the Trump did what section.
What?
Presidential clemency. There was a study that was done on presidential clemency. And presidential clemency is the power to pardon or commute sentences and is often viewed as a tool to correct injustices in the criminal legal system. Here's the facts on this report that was done on the Trump administration by Congresswoman Ayanna Pressley. It looks at how that power has been used by the president. The report says that, and no surprise here, but John's just documented, all clemency grants, pardons, and commutations issued by President Donald Trump from 2017 to 2021. That's what they reviewed. The majority of the individuals who received clemency were white. Many recipients were wealthy, well-connected, and high profile. Numerous recipients had political relationships, celebrity status, and access to private lobbying efforts. Few of the recipients were low-income individuals. People serving long sentences for nonviolent drug offenders is a group that disproportionately affects Black and brown, were largely excluded from his clemency. Overall conclusion was that clemency was not applied systematically to address mass incarceration or racial disparities. It basically was used to reward those who are in the privileged class. Any surprises there?
Oh no! I think if you look, all the clemencies are been white people. The same way.
Yeah.
You think Biden clemency more? Maybe I give Obama some real credit because he came through and swung that pen and did that crack law thing.
Yeah,
right.
I got some
That's why I say I would give Obama his credit. Hey, you can come on in.
Come on in. No, yeah, right.
It's like double dutch,
right?
Because we ain't scared. How you doing?
I'm Tiffany.
Hello.
Tiffany's in the building.
You gonna stand up? I can stand up.
Okay.
Am I blocked?
Right here?
Yeah.
It's like, yeah. That's cool, my brother. Welcome. How you feeling this morning?
Good.
Mike right there.
My heart's over, my hair's done.
Are you an early bird?
Yeah, but not like early in movement.
Okay.
Like early in like then
I'm
meditate.
Hey,
We just
look.
was talking about that.
But look, we all wore black today.
Because it's Tiffany Black.
And so let's get to it. Tell the people how they can support us real quick.
Okay, so support us. If you're on Facebook, stars, right? If you've never received stars before, Facebook give you your first 200 for free. Since you heard it from me, give them to us.
That's
right. If you want to purchase them because you don't have any more free, or you just want to get more in the piggy bank, they're 1 cent.
A penny.
penny. Where can you nothing but stars? Right? And like any great but like any great deal, if you haven't heard it, the more you buy.
The cheaper they are.
Yes, they are.
Yeah.
Right. Now, another way that you could do it is you can go to 99 Yams. You can press the donate button.
Okay.
You can donate.
Yeah, do that.
Yeah, we appreciate that as well.
Yeah.
Also, if you want to underwrite a show on the Tampa Bay Breakfast Club,
that's us.
Right here, please give us a call.
Okay.
Inbox us, and we will let you know how that goes.
Right on.
All right.
Hey, look, now we right on cue. Now I'm ready. That was like us stalling so I can be ready. All right, so this morning we have Tiffany Black. She's a St. Pete native, actress, writer, producer, and now author whose work spans film, television, and independent storytelling. You may recognize her from her work in projects like, and I can't believe this, P-Valley.
Yeah.
Vice Principals, For Better or Worse. Love is Blank.
No, love is.
It's
the underscore. Yeah.
That's great.
I went to school. They told me to read all the stuff.
It does look like blank. You're
Love
right.
is. It says Madea's family funeral.
Yeah. I seen that. I like that. I like that. Yeah.
Mona Lisa and the Blood Moon. And that's just to name a few. But what makes today's conversation important is you're not just here. So what we want to talk about is just your journey. We want to talk about the grind, independence, influences and impact, and what it really takes to make a living as a creative, knowing that St. Petersburg proudly calls itself the city of the arts.
Yes.
And, being a St. Pete native, we like to welcome you home. So welcome to the Tampa Bay.
Welcome. Yeah.
So how does it feel to be home?
I'm home a lot.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm home a lot. I do
good.
live far, but I'm home more than most.
Okay.
So, yeah, it's good every time though. It's December and it's 71 degrees.
That's always a good thing.
Take the jacket off.
Okay, take it off.
So would you say there's a difference between the way that you received it outside of home? Because that's always a thing. Like we have a lot of great people from St. Pete, you know, that do a lot of great things, and that idea of like, okay, well, they treat me better elsewhere. they don't respect me. Put some respect on my name.
What would I say to that? I don't think I get treated bad at home. I just think like nobody cares, and I think that's okay.
Wow.
Okay. You know what I mean? I don't say that in a bad way. I just think that like people will double take, and I think they're like trying to figure out like, oh, did I go to school with her, or did I see her on something? Like, I don't think that people like automatically equate like me being familiar to them as like me being on TV, or if they do, they're not like running me down or nothing. So
right.
That's perfectly fine.
I say you appreciate that. You appreciate that. Yeah.
You can't go to the grocery store and all that stuff.
No, nobody cares.
Yeah.
But you know, when you're like, when you do things like that, like your mom, your friends, they be like, "That's Tiffany."
Yeah.
Well, no, my family does not call me Tiffany.
Oh, so
I actually never hear that name.
Okay, what they call you?
Okay.
So at home, my family calls me Tip.
Okay.
That's all they call me.
Okay.
Yeah, that's all the Tiffany's in the hood.
If you met me through my family, you call me Tip. If you went to high school with me, you call me T Black.
Okay.
Yeah.
So let's go with that then. So glad you said. I think I heard T Black. But so you're making my point is that like when you come home, you're just you.
Oh,
yeah.
No, but that's what's beautiful about our city, right? We have such amazing talent. It goes unrecognized sometimes, but we have some amazing people doing some amazing stuff.
Yeah.
I'm so impressed by your line of work, all your work. Right, I'm one of your Facebook friends. I be seeing you doing your thing. Keep it up.
And then another thing that came up was like a lot of creatives struggle with the business side of like the show business. And so, what have you learned about the business that you wish more artists understand early on?
That is such a beautiful question. I'm so glad you asked. So, honestly, recently, and I'm saying like recently within the last year, me and one of my really good friends, her name is Brittany N. She's on Miss Pat show, Reasonable Doubt, Elizabeth on CBS, just to name a couple of things. And we got together like around Thanksgiving last year, and we were like, you know what? We just thought that we would know what to do with money when it came. And we was like, you know, we don't know if our big break has happened or if it's in front of us. Maybe we missed it and we didn't get it because we like just thought that it would look different than it does.
Yeah.
But instead
That's
of
the
us
truth.
just like waiting to, I guess, continue to squander more money, we decided to start educating ourselves. We still get together to this day every Monday. We call it Money Management Monday. We get together no matter where we are in the world. We get to Zoom.
Money Management Monday.
Yeah, we get together and we started reading books together, and we'll like get together and exchange information. We switched our bank accounts, like we stopped banking with Bank of America. We stopped banking, right?
Yeah.
You have to bank with certain places. If you have a certain amount of money, you need to put it in a high yield savings. So like we started educating ourselves. Like it's not enough to just get like a Roth IRA. You need to know what it needs to be doing in order to like set up retirement. Because when you're a freelance or you're a creative, there's no, company matching your retirement. There's nothing.
Right. And today you get a check, and then for 3 months it ain't none.
Exactly that. So you have to know how to manage it, and you also got to like figure out whatever else can look like income. So because we started studying our money, happy to say that my credit score is 773 at this moment. It certainly didn't start that way, but we've gotten so much more educated about it, and then we started having a conversation out loud. So it's not like a podcast yet.
Yeah.
We do something just on our joint Instagram accounts, and we call it Actors Talking Money, ATM. And we're having these conversations out loud so that we can help other creatives who just you don't know what to do with money. I don't understand why
that's right.
In school. You know what I'm saying? A lot of our parents are, they were just trying to make it, so they didn't have extra money to set to the side to get something to eat tonight. So we're trying to be smarter about that and self-educate and just have a conversation out loud so that more people can share what they know.
And even though like you get good checks, right? Let me say this. No. And let me go there. You get good checks, but because you're in movies and you're doing that and you're in the limelight, they think that you're getting good checks, right? And then a lot of people that's in the industry, when they're in the limelight, they feel like they have to live up to what society. But you'll see that all the time.
And I'm gonna say this, and I love my family for that. They don't treat me like that,
right?
But I also feel like
you got it. Yeah.
Oh no, they don't treat me like that. They honestly don't. My family don't. They don't treat me like that.
That's what's up.
But I do feel like we say good money. We don't know what that means, but even if you get paid, $20,000 for 3 days of work at the beginning of the year, and you haven't worked for the rest of the year.
Yeah, you don't know what I got.
That one check was good money, and the only reason why I care
after that,
I understand because Cheyenne is in the industry. Right. Sometimes she's touring like all year long, and then sometimes there's no tour. You know what I mean? And then she's booked all the time, and then it's a drought. And if she saves properly, she can then manage throughout this time. But depending on what it looks like, and people just think because you got the deal, and some life is supposed to be easy.
Absolutely not.
Another thing we've been talking about this really all week is like contracts and paperwork. And so how important is it to you when because you're self-published, right? Independent, and then the importance of protecting your brand and IP. Like, when did you learn that? Was that something that you had earlier, or
you just said a few different things.
Brother John came prepared. He was like,
but you just asked me like 5 different questions at the same time. So let's unpack.
We'll let you roll.
Let's unpack. We're gonna come back to that IP and that self-publishing.
Okay.
Let's talk about these contracts.
Okay.
And a thing that I've learned from some people that have come before me is that you getting paid to be an actor, a performer, talent is a different check than you promoting that on your social media. That is
two different. That's two different contracts.
That's advertising.
Yeah.
And especially if you have a large following. So if like they're hiring you because you have a large following, they need to pay you separately to promote it. And I think a lot of these companies, they think like, if I just put you in it, then you're gonna be proud to put it. You're gonna be proud about it, and then you're gonna post it. But that's really a separate check. So
I think that I seen something like that where was that Kevin Hart was like kind of beefing with people in the industry because there was this expectation that you just you in the movie, why you not sharing it on your page?
And I've heard about that with hairstylists, you know what I'm saying? Or you go and get your hair done and they ask to record you. So it's like, so I paid you to do my hair. I didn't pay you for your content. Or the
That's going on right now.
Influencers, they don't want to pay to get their hair done. They think that it's an honor for you to do their hair. So and they think the post is enough. And I mean, value is a tricky question, right? Sure. But I do believe, as far as talent goes, I like to promote my projects, but if this is something that y'all are trying to mandate and it's contractual, and y'all are telling me when to post and how to post, and that's a separate check. I hear that. So that's first. Yeah. And for anybody that might hear this, that's not money that your agent gets. Okay. What? The job. They don't get me the promotional money. And if you want to go and talk to Crest about me selling some toothpaste because these teeth are pretty, then you can go and get some of that money. Okay. But if they're paying me to promote my movie, you get paid for me showing up as the actor on the movie, not the promo.
Oh, that's important to know.
So all of this, like,
it does, because when you look at it, and like when you do it, like when I book artists and come in, like in the contract, like we have like, hey, this is what I need from you. Yeah. And like, if you see, like, they may not drop it until like 48 hours prior to the show. And that, you know, and that's a part of them just saying, hey, to let you know, like, it's real. Yeah. But I'm not, if you book me 6 months ahead of time,
I'm trying to sell tickets. I need you to talk about it.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. And then so they may say, hey, like, I might need a little extra right here for it. Or they be like, okay, I can give you your drop. Now you do whatever you want with your drop, and then you run with it and you negotiate that at that point. And then typically at the end they say, hey, like, I will say 48 hours prior. And one of the reasons why, if you're not getting paid for it, it's confusing for the fans if they're promoting, if they have shows like everywhere and then they're putting you at top priority. Right. So now they're like, wait, I thought this show in December, but you got one tomorrow.
That's right.
So yeah.
That's right.
And then, so let's get to the other 4 parts of that 5-part.
Okay. Because that was good. So you're talking about self-publishing. Yeah.
And why did you take that? So let's again, thank you for slowing me down. I'm just excited to have you here. Self-publishing, and why did you choose to self-publish and not do like, you know, a big random house or somebody?
So I'm not mad at that. Like, I'm not against that. The reason I did my book the way that I did it is because just typically as an actor, you are so slowed down anyway. You know what I mean? Like, I've waited 8 years for something to come out. And then I shot something last December. We shot that Lifetime movie last December, and it came out in April, and I didn't know. So, like, sometimes things take a long time to come out. Sometimes they don't. I have things that I've shot this year that I don't know when it's going to come out. And that once you leave the set, that's not your business, honestly. Okay. Like, then people can take how long they want to take. As long as I got paid, then I don't know. Right. So, for me, writing a book was me, like, finding another way to be creative without being stifled. Okay. So if I self-publish, I don't have to wait on a random house. I don't have to wait on somebody else to say that this is okay and that I can do this and I can go here and I can do that. I don't want that. Okay. The book started off, which is called This Christmas in Love.
Yes. We were just about to get to that.
Watch you land.
Yeah.
Yeah. No.
So it started off as a script. And somebody told me that writing Christmas movies is good business because they come around every year.
And they play every year, yeah.
Exactly. They come around every year, they play every year, we watch the same stuff every year, and it's fine. So like, if you want to sell a movie, do a Christmas movie. And I was like, you know what? That makes total sense. I wrote a Christmas movie earlier this year. And then I was talking to some other folks who write books, and they were like trying to think about turning it into a movie. And I was like, well, maybe I'll try to like turn it into a book, because I had never written a book before. I started writing short stories on my Instagram and built a following that way. But I wrote the book in like record-breaking time, like maybe like 2 weeks. Because it went. I was not doing nothing else.
You wrote it, or you?
I wrote it. I did not speak it. I wrote it, but I wasn't doing anything else. I was literally like waking up, eating, and writing.
You know, most people underestimate what you can do.
Yeah, exactly. You overestimate and I needed that. It is also a Christmas.
Okay, I hear that.
Yeah.
If I don't do this now, it's gonna be another year before it comes out, which is another reason I didn't go through a publishing house. Okay. Because they would have been like, well, this can't come out till next year.
Because they have a timeline, they have a whole agenda. You got to fit into their machine.
And I believe in, some things you can be precious with and they can take time. But I also think that perfection can kind of kill speed. Okay. And it can kill your creativity. And it can hold you back. And I was like, well, I can go or not go. And I just chose to go. So, and then people started reaching out to me about making it a movie.
Okay.
See?
You made to do it.
Because it's intellectual property.
Okay.
So Hollywood is really into turning books into movies right now.
Okay.
So if it's a book and it's intellectual property, they're like, oh, this is something that I can take to producers, I can take to a studio and say, people already are interested in this. We should make this. So it's almost like, even though I wrote the movie first, making it a book made it more advantageous to produce.
Okay. And then how do you protect the intellectual property?
I don't have to. It's a book.
Okay.
I don't have to.
It's already
It's done. That is.
Yeah.
That's the copyright.
Okay.
Yeah, because it's out there.
It's out there.
Yeah,
Try it if you want to. I have attorneys.
Yeah. Another thing that I read just when I was doing a little research that you've coached and worked with other artists closely, and including SZA.
Yes.
So what role does mentorship play in like surviving and thriving in the industry?
Well, all of that goes together.
Yeah.
One of my mentors is Tasha Smith.
Okay.
You
Shout out
guys,
to Tasha Smith.
Shout out to Tasha Smith.
Yeah.
I teach. She was my acting coach for a long time, and then now I teach at her acting school, Tasha Smith Acting Workshop.
Oh wow!
And sometimes when people want her to come and coach them, and she can't because she's busy, she's acting, she's directing, she's doing everything. She's like, well, you can't have me, but I have a team of teachers that y'all can look at.
A team of teachers.
There we go.
Yes, our entire staff is so great.
Yeah.
And they kind of like decide who to pair people with based on like personalities. And they were like, we're gonna give SZA to Tiffany. And it was perfect. The second we met, we were already just besties. They thought they wanted me for like 3 days, and then they asked me to stay the entire production.
Wow. What production was that?
It's called One of Them Days.
Yeah, I did.
Number one in theaters.
Yeah.
What?
With her, Kiki Palmer.
It's so fun. And it was one on Netflix.
That's big.
And they're getting a sequel.
Me and my daughter went to see it for one of our father-daughter date days.
Yes, perfect father-daughter date.
It was a funny movie. It was a funny. But while we're talking about that, there's a reason why you're here.
Yeah.
And it's this book.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Tell them about the book, boss.
It's called Christmas in Love.
Mm-hmm.
And it's very exciting. It's romantic. It's a little spicy.
Okay, we grow.
It's a little change of mess. It's not like you gotta make it entertaining, but it's not like traditional urban fiction.
Okay,
I like to think about it as contemporary urban fiction, but I wanted a story that felt good, that felt grounded, so it feels like a Love Jones Best Man holiday.
And I love
I
Jones.
like that.
I mean, we're never gonna get over it. It's a small movie. It's not that many people. They ain't blowing nothing up.
It's on my
but they did that work. They
it's my go-to.
Yeah.
It's my go-to. Like literally.
It's a little mess.
Okay.
She ain't had no business messing with that man friend. It's a little bit of mess.
Okay.
But they bring it back around.
And see, she didn't really mess with him. She just hung out with him.
That's all it takes.
That's all it takes.
All it takes.
Is make your mind more.
If you think it's wrong, it's wrong.
So I got just enough of that mess. You're really gonna enjoy it.
Oh, I can't wait to take that.
Kicking it off hot.
Okay.
Okay. We got some plot twists in here.
Okay.
It's a lot of friendship. It's a lot of love. I have amazing friend girls in my life that just support me and love on me and hold my dreams when I can't hold them.
Mm-hmm.
And I wanted all of that reflected in this. So since it's been out, I've been getting just random texts from people or messages like, oh my God, I'm on page 92. And I'm just like, okay, I don't know what that means, but keep reading. Keep reading. Let me know. It's so good. It's like the gift that keeps giving back. And it's romantic, it's warm, it's cozy. I love to cozy up with the book. And as soon as I finish my book tour, we have a book event tomorrow at Urban Drinkery.
Yes.
It's not too far.
What time it is?
It's at 11.
You
can get coffee or you can get cocktails.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
That's
My
right.
good friend Marilyn Parker from Channel 8 News is going to be
I
moderating.
love Marilyn.
Love Marilyn.
She was one of my majorettes.
Oh my God.
Yeah, she was one of my majorettes when she went to Lakewood High School.
Yes, we love Lakewood. I'm a Lakewood alum.
Against you.
Here's a bogey. Y'all stay getting beat by us.
I gotta love it. I'm bogey, but Cheyenne graduated from Lakewood, and so like it,
the girls go to Lakewood.
See, there you go. The parents, the children. There we go.
They go to bogey, but the girls
Yeah. So, and what you just said something that really brought me back to, again, this theme that we've been talking about this week is, the power of a dream, right?
Yes.
Mhm.
And so, like you said, you have your friend girls that hold your dream. So when you hear the phrase, the power of a dream, what does that mean to you, not just as an artist, but as a woman who's, in some cases, like living it? Because what you're doing, people don't get to do all the time. So what does that mean to you?
The power of a dream, I think that knowing that God can do what you can't is power. Like, that is the battery in my back. I don't have to know how to do something. I just have to believe that I can.
Yeah.
And that God will figure the rest out.
All right.
So I don't be knowing. I left here at 18 to go to college. I went to LA straight from college, and I did not know how this was going to happen. I just remember being a child watching the Cosby Show and knowing that I wanted to be one of the people that lived in the TV.
Oh, wow.
I knew that. I always knew that.
Yeah.
I knew that they were doing something that I wanted to do. I also remember watching and being upset that all the problems were resolved in 30 minutes. Like, I would wait and I would think like, well, dang, they're not gonna run late now. Once.
Wrapping up this.
Always. Every time.
Can we run over? Like, can we just extend it?
I was like, maybe they'll forget this week. But I want a different outcome. And I didn't know at the time that meant writing.
Yeah.
That meant changing the story. That meant telling the story. So you don't always know what it is or how it's going to happen. But I believed enough.
Right.
I had enough faith to just go and like see about it.
Yeah.
And it's been working out.
No,
Can I ask you now?
You said I don't be knowing.
Now, did you have a lot of family support?
No, I didn't. I'm not gonna lie about that. I did not, but I know where it came from.
Okay.
My mother raised us by herself.
Yeah.
And this is not easy. I saw her do it, and I saw her in over her head about it, and wanting us to be at Lakewood, and that being expensive. So I don't hold that against her. I know that she I did all of this because I wanted y'all to not have to struggle.
Yeah.
And when you say you want to be an artist, I mean, you're basically asking for it. So
yeah.
And we were just talking about that a little bit earlier, like kind of changing the dynamic.
Yeah, and then just thinking about the grind, because it's kind of taking a step back what we were talking about earlier from like, okay, you get a job in January,
right?
And now you got another job, you got a book, you got your writing. Like, what is kind of a month look like, and is it for the faint of heart?
It's not for the faint of heart. It's not for the faint of heart. And there's some days where I wish I would listen to my mother. Like I understand why some girls just like get pregnant, from the right person, and they have an easier time. But I don't think that would have been easier for me.
Yeah. And you wouldn't have liked it.
I wouldn't have liked that. I'm not that kind of girl.
Yeah.
So
and just for context, like last week, where were you? Like you said, you was
last week.
The
day before yesterday, I was in Atlanta. This has been my week. I left LA on Sunday.
Yeah.
I went to Atlanta to film. Tuesday, I flew to New York for my book event, stayed all day, did the event at night, ran to JFK.
Okay.
To then be back up top of the day to film again in Atlanta. And I'm saying novels, paragraphs. It's not like I was saying, you did this, I did that. No, I was saying monologues.
Wow.
Wednesday. So that is like mental stress, emotional stress. I got out of set an hour late. I told them to be arrived at 8, they were at 9. So we're running 45 minutes back to Hartsfield, Atlanta. The people there are so lovely at Delta. I was like, y'all, this flight about to leave and I need to get on it. And this bag got to be checked. So what's up? I was like, oh, no, it's fine. And it was. I made my flight. I landed past midnight to then be back in rush hour traffic to get to Tampa to do WFLA yesterday.
Yeah.
Like, that's just this
No, and that's why, you are perfect. Because that's why I'm saying that grind, and we call it randomity, like the acceptable amount of motion that a person.
Randomity.
I'm telling you what it is. The acceptable amount of motion that a person can handle.
Oh my.
Like everybody can't handle that. And so like, how do you manage, that type of pace.
I want to do this.
Yeah.
I want to do it. You're not going to do it if you
You
don't
don't want it.
It's a passion for it.
You have to want to do this. And like people write books all the time. Tiffany decided to go on tour. That was ridiculous. And once I decided, like, who does that? And once I decided to go on tour, once you don't need Hollywood, that's when they call you.
Okay.
Yeah. I got the movie offer after I had already decided that I was going to do this tour.
Okay.
So then I was like, well, look, this is what we have available. And they were gracious enough to accommodate the book tour that I was refused to cancel.
Right.
Yeah.
So
you know what it sounds like to me? It's like you get the boyfriend and then all the guys that you like before now come out. Hey, can I take you out on a date? No.
They see you happy.
Now they want to come in. Like,
literally. Wow. As soon as you find something to do, but that's why I don't just sit around.
Right.
Nobody asked me to write books or scripts or any of that. Nobody asked me to go on tour. This is Tiffany deciding, like, this is what Tiffany wants to do.
Nice.
And I let acting interrupt things.
So tomorrow, what can they expect? Like, yeah. I mean,
tomorrow we're going to have coffee and cocktails. So you can, feel nice and warm and fuzzy. We're gonna have a conversation with Marilyn Parker. Who we've known each other for a very, very long time. Like they call me Kimmy.
Okay.
In their family, because I was at their house all the time. Like I could walk to their house. I go out of town with them.
Nice.
So we're family. We have a huge rapport with each other. But we're going to talk about the book.
Okay.
We're going to talk about love. We're going to talk about family and what that means in the holidays now. Yeah.
That's amazing. And it's for somebody who may be watching this and they have considerations like I may not be able to do it. What would you say as a word to inspire somebody who
you don't have to know how to start. You have to you have to be willing to not give up on yourself because it's not going to look the same in every season. It's going to be hard. I think about this quote from Martin Luther King a lot, and I'm going to butcher it. I'm telling you that now. But it's something about
Black version of the Martin Luther King.
Tip Notes. Tip Notes remix. But it's something about like you like driving with headlights. Like you only need to see what's right in front of you. And when you get there, then you will figure out how
the
to
rest.
go.
Yeah,
Okay, I hear that.
You put something in a GPS and it's like, well, which way do I do it? Which way do I go? Sometimes you just got to start going and you're going to get redirected.
Yeah, true.
But sometimes you just got to start moving and go with whatever you know and start there.
You don't have to have it all figured out.
You don't.
Yeah.
And it's a lot easier nowadays because of social media.
Yeah.
So I would say bring your girlfriends out to Urban Drinkery.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, fellas, come out too.
I'm gonna go.
Listen, tomorrow at 11.
Yes.
And it's a book signing, so you'll have your books there. They
Books will
can
be there.
Yes.
If you have your book, you can bring it. If you don't have your book, we will be selling books there, signing books, and then you're going to get a little bit more context, a little bit more juiciness behind the story in the conversation. So we'll have a good time.
I love that. And just something you mentioned, the content creation too, right?
Yes.
We got like 3 minutes, but I think we can do this.
Push it to the limit.
When you talk about content creators and just the ability for people to do what you're doing, like before I remember like you had to go to Hollywood and you had to leave where you are to become a star.
That's right.
How has the internet and just kind of this exposure changed the business that you're in?
It's good and bad. There's people that are getting chances and that probably never would have because they just live somewhere that the industry's not happening. But it also has like infiltrated everything because like everybody has a reality TV show now.
Yeah.
And now you have people that just, they vacuum really well and they organize their house really well. And we watch it because it's satisfying to see something go from dirty to clean. But now that person might be in a movie because they've generated this following.
Yeah.
But they might not have
trained. They might not have trained. Yeah. So it's like,
oh, that's why we're getting a lot of them. I won't say that. I've been seeing like just bad acting in a lot of space.
I mean,
people just like they just
because producers are trying to get numbers. They're trying to get people in the seats, and it doesn't matter where the numbers are. They think that if you're watching online, that you will get in your car and drive and go watch a movie.
And that doesn't always translate.
It doesn't always translate.
But
sometimes it does. I've seen some really, really talented influencers who give a really great performance. I'm like a huge Country Wayne fan.
Okay.
He does
his thing, but I've also done a film with him, and he was completely prepared, off book, equally funny. generous. So I mean, it happens, but
Yeah.
it's not common.
I hear that.
Yeah.
Well, listen, ladies and gentlemen, friends, family, boys and girls, Tiffany Black again. This Saturday. Hold on, we're gonna say it like this. Tomorrow. Tomorrow, December 20th, 11 a.m. 2184 9th Avenue at Urban Drinkery. Y'all come out. And if you had a final thought, final word for the people.
Me?
Yeah.
Do it anyway.
Do it.
Do it anyway. I like that.
Me too.
Can't get all these comments, but thank you so much. This has been an amazing ride, y'all. This has been the Tampa Bay Breakfast Club. I'm your brother John.
This is Kiana.
And I'm the one and only Mr. Edmond.
Up next is Sister Hughes.
Lose your shoes.
Shout all around the house.
And we out.
Bing, bing.